On the topic of Atlanta homelessness, Atlanta is investing $90 million into building a cop city that people do not want. Like,
Oh, what city?
Cop City.
What's that?
They about to knock down, or they're trying to knock down 380 acres in a park. It's called like Wheelalani Park. And once they knock it down, basically build this huge facility for militant training of police officers. It's supposed to have shooting ranges and a fake city inside, a helicopter pad, a bunch of stuff. And Atlanta residents don't want it. Nobody don't want it. They've been protesting in the woods for at least a month now. The fourth is about to start a bunch of events in the same park over there. They're about to do like a music festival and some more stuff just to bring people to the space. Now they're doing that. This guy actually just got killed out there. One of the officers just shot one of the peaceful protesters, and they locked up like 19 of the protesters because, well, on terrorist charges. So they charging them with felonies to say that they are terrorists and trying to hit them with a RICO.
Oh, so you can't even protest no more.
You can't even protest no more.
That's crazy.
But they taking $90 million to fund this thing that nobody wants, to keep on training cops that clearly are getting poor training anyway. When Atlanta got mad homeless people.
Yeah.
You could spend way less than that and put hammocks in the woods and give these people somewhere to sleep.
I think they should be able to live in some of them apartments they gonna have.
They not gonna have no apartments. It's literally going to be like the fake city is just for them to, like, if you was doing like a paintball range, right? You know, they got like certain things set up. So you doing basically target practice going through fake cities and stuff. It's a lot of shooting ranges that's supposed to be a part of this thing. So they basically training them up to be able to kill us easier.
And that's crazy, bro. Like, that's why it's so important for us to keep our eyes open. Keep our eyes open to stuff like that. Because I knew that was like the main thing I noticed when I first moved here. I'm like, they hiring for sheriffs, cops. Like, they need, people as far as that. And I'm thinking, like, why do they need all these people that bad? And then on top of that, you got all these businesses that they're building, but y'all not looking at people that need homes. Where's the money being invested at? Are y'all putting back into y'all people, or y'all just making the city rich behind y'all own selfish greed? You know what I'm saying? What y'all really doing? And I think that we all just need to be mindful, and even though, fight that, because I think that's wrong. You gotta look at the amendment. They don't even care about that no more.
No. Mm-hmm. Oh, what you?
I was getting high, like.
Oh, no, they really don't, and that's a extreme violation. Like, our right to protest is like number one. Freedom of speech is number one, and they're locking you up for hugging trees in the forest.
And see, that's something they gotta fight and take that up to.
Well, yeah, now these people locked up, so now they do have to fight for their freedom, and they're still demanding that it doesn't happen at all. Andre Dickens, he's like, oh no, we're just gonna use 38 acres instead of 380 acres. They like, nah, we don't believe you, you're lying, and we don't want that anyway. We don't want the cop city at all. So cancel it. And then also free the people who y'all locked up for peacefully protesting.
Right.
But they call him out a lot now because he's not doing anything to help the people when it comes to this situation when the citizens clearly don't even want it.
I don't think it's necessary either if y'all already in need of police officers and y'all not really getting them. Like, what the fuck is you building this big facility for? Like,
exactly. And it's to train people all over the country, officers all over the country. So
it's gonna be like the hub, like all the cops gonna come through Atlanta.
But there's another one already that that they have built or they're working to build in Chicago. So next, where do you think it's gonna be? DC, LA, all the major cities for us, and then they'll have it's like creating other military bases, but local military bases all around the country. So now what's next?
So it's really for the military, but they saying it's for the cops. You think?
No, it's for the cops, but they're creating a military with with the police officers. They training them to be militant.
Wow.
Yeah. But anybody who want to fight against it, stopcopcity.net. Go on there. They got automatically generated emails, automatically generated tweets. All you got to do is tap it, and it'll send it to the contractors. They got 2 of the contractors to pull out so far. It'll send it to the local officials, the contractors, and the funders.
Well, I'm definitely signing up because I feel like that's BS.
For real. All you got to do is tap it, and it's going to pull up your email on your phone, and all you got to do is press send. I've done it. I'm going to do it again and again and again. Because I don't want that. I know. That's nothing but it's going to mess us up. They're going to have one facility basically training officers to be as if they're in the military. First of all, their training is already poor. They just killed somebody for hugging trees in the forest. That's why this man got killed. So with all of these people going to this facility to go be trained, if they're already killing people to defend it, what do you think they're going to be doing when they get out? They're going to be killing us for no reason even more with a different procedure, even more of a force. They're going to be building a force. So it's not going to just be Atlanta. It's going to be Georgia. And it's not just going to be Georgia. It's going to be multiple states. They already got it in Chicago. They got it here. It's going to be wherever else next. So if it continues to happen, then it's going to continue to spread these officers who don't know how to, or who don't care about us.
I think maybe you should cops should be people who done bought into the neighborhood. Cause it's like you treat people a little different when you know they're around you and they know they can come to your house or some shit. So you're not gonna be dogging motherfuckers out, and you know he stay right across the street from you. You get what I'm saying? Instead of like, cause you know a lot of police officers they be like 30 minutes to an hour from where they really stay is. So.
And like it's public record to know where these cops and stuff stay, but make it even more public. Since it's like that, they still haven't released the name of the person who killed that boy.
They don't want to release
No,
it.
they don't.
He probably like a good kid or something.
He was well known, and to think about who tends to get murdered in these situations, he was one of the people who will be a part of the fight, but spreading more knowledge. Not just there talking about we shall overcome. He was teaching people things while they were out there. So you want to kill the knowledge, you kill.
So he might have been targeted anyway.
Exactly.
That's crazy. It sounds like they want us to have a slave mentality. Like they don't want us to be educated. They don't want us to have any type of knowledge whatsoever.